All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, happy Friday. TGIF, hope you're all doing well. I'm Chris Phillips, your host of the Daily Crow of the Spurs Up Show. As always, appreciate you all tuning in. We've got a packed show, a lot to get into here on this Friday. I see Brennan M., Travie, Brian Dean, Cody Gaskins, John Kruger. What's going on? Appreciate you all. Also, if you're in the Big Cock Club Discord, have the TDC Questions channel. The TDC Questions channel, be sure your questions are answered there. Like I said, it's game day. Gamecocks taking on the Kentucky Wildcats in a 3-game set at Founders Park beginning tonight. Very excited to get out there. The final home weekend of the 2022 baseball season. Isn't that crazy? The final home weekend. So, as tough as the season's been, as rough as it has been, I will say this. I am looking forward to being at the Yard for one final weekend, especially for it being SEC play. So either way, guys, I do want to hear from you here on this Friday, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Again, guys, appreciate you all tuning in. We actually just finished a fantastic interview with a former Gamecocks quarterback, Reed McCullum. You will hear that conversation probably in about 2 weeks or so. Next Wednesday, we've got a great combo lined up. And again, guys, we're dropping our interviews, our conversations on Wednesdays. That combo is with Sean Elliott, former Gamecocks offensive line coach and current head coach of the Georgia State Panthers. So the interviews are back. The interviews are back in full force. Also, podcast did drop this morning, episode 648. And I just realized I have not gotten that out on social media, so I do apologize. I will be doing that over the next break. We've been really, really busy this morning in regards to getting content, all that good stuff. But iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, guys, you already know where to find it. That podcast is out for you all on those platforms. But again, I do want to hear from you, taking your questions, your comments, and your calls as well. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. In case you missed it, guys, last night we continued along with our Road to Glory series. And I will say this, I probably played I'm willing to say I played the best game in a Road to Glory setting than I have ever played. Yeah, I am willing to say that without a doubt. Went 15 for 15 or something like that against Clemson. We beat the Clemson Tigers last night. We have our bowl game upcoming against Oklahoma State. So just things you love to see, man. And a great way to have a Thursday night. Let's see. Brian Dean of the Gamecocks playing for the national title in lacrosse. Yes, Brian, they are. Yes, let's make sure we shout out Gamecocks lacrosse. They are playing for the national championship on Saturday against Georgia Tech. So we'll be tuned in, locked into that. Very excited to get, again, we support those guys, rock with those guys. My dude, Peter Candela, is the head coach of Gamecocks lacrosse. So hopefully the boys can bring another national championship home to Columbia. Would love to see that. Anyways, guys, like I said, I do want to hear from you. I have locked in my predictions. We've talked Gamecocks, Kentucky. I've actually got South Carolina taking 2 out of 3 against the Wildcats. And again, I know many of you are probably saying, Chris, that doesn't make any sense. How can you pick Carolina? Again, guys, what about this season? What about this season has made any sense? I mean, truly, what about this season has made any sense to anyone? And as I said in the prediction, as I said in the graphic I dropped on social media this morning, I don't think this team is going to allow us to die at peace. I think this team is going to continue to be inconsistent. I think this team is going to continue to toy with our emotions because I think the season's over, right? Like I think the season in regards to postseason hopes and expectations, I think it's over. I think most likely what's going to happen the rest of the way out, I think South Carolina probably finishes, I think 13-17 is about right. And I think the Gamecocks will go to Hoover, and I think they'll probably go one and done. And I think that'll be it. I think that will be the season. But I don't think this team is just going to make it obvious, getting swept this weekend. This team still has fight and resolve. And, I think they've obviously been a different team at home. And I do see that trend continuing. And, I think that the Gamecocks will find a way to get the job done. So There you have it. Again, I'd love to hear from you guys, your thoughts, your predictions, everything else, guys. 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Again, on this Friday, TGIF. Again, hope you guys have had a fantastic week, guys. Thank you all so much for yet another successful week when it comes to the podcast, the content, the merchandise, everything we do, man. I really do truly appreciate it. It's been a fantastic week. And again, I cannot say thank you to you all enough. David Sellers, what's going on, my man? Appreciate you tuning in. David Sellers is tuned to the podcast. What's going on? Again, content, rocking and rolling, content, bleeding out the eyeballs. You know, it's funny. I told you guys this really a couple of weeks ago. I told you guys this a couple of weeks ago. But we are talking exponentially more football at this time of year than normal. And I think it's obvious as to why. But we are. The bottom line is that we are. So I don't think anybody's mad at that necessarily, but I just find myself every single day talking more and more and more and more football. You know what I mean? Like trying to gear the conversation towards football. John Edward Kruger says, give your thoughts on the tweet from James Gillian last night. I actually know him. Again, John Edward Kruger, let me say this. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. There's a lot of tweets and all that to keep up. I did see your exchange, a little bit of it. And, you know, James, this James guy is actually a Kingston supporter and a defender. And I really actually appreciated James voicing his opinion. And again, giving the other side, you know what I mean? Because again, the beauty's in the banter. I love seeing somebody else on the opposing side give their opinion, their perspective. I just disagree with him in the sense of, you know, again, he wants to make, I think, the injury excuse. And that if we had Bosnick, we had Hicks, let's say we had Wesley Sweat, you know, that we would be a, you know, I don't know, maybe at this point we'd be 13 and 11, you know, maybe in conference play. And, you know, he very well. Oh, sorry, guys. The Muschamp Packers. I don't know what the deal is. I might need to get one of these new connectors for the MacBook. This thing is getting worn out. Anyways, though, you know, he wants to make the excuse for Kingston and all that the injuries and stuff like that have played a part. And they certainly have. They certainly have. What is going on? Okay, are we good? Okay. Packers are working very hard on our mic today. But anyways, he wants to make the injury excuse. You know, maybe the SEC record's a little bit better if those guys are healthy. But again, what concerns me, you still can't hit. So, and here's the thing too. Here's the thing too. You can talk injuries. You can talk any excuse you want. Guys, the record is what it is. I mean, there ain't no dancing around that. There's no excuses around that. The record is what it is. You know what I mean? The record is what it is. There's nothing you can say to justify the record. The 24-23 record. There's just nothing. There's nothing. Because like I told you guys before, there's no gray area when it comes to Carolina baseball. You're either winning enough to keep your job or you're not. I don't care who's hurt. I don't care. Like, literally, none of that matters to me. I don't care. You knew you didn't have Mahoney and Phipps when you came in the season. It's not my fault that Julian Bosnick couldn't come into the spring ready to go and in shape and have his arm where it needed to be. It's not our fault. That's your guy. I mean, you still can't hit worth a shit, so explain that one. Explain that. And again, I appreciate James being on the side of defending Kingston. But if I got to side with him, am I going to go with what James says or with what all these former players that played for him say and the greatest players in school history, what they say? I'm going to go with what those guys say. That's just me personally. I'm going to go with what those guys say. You know? Bottom line. Travie, you got the koozies. Love to hear it, my guy. Love to hear it. Yeah, we're working, we're rocking and rolling here on the merch side of things. Appreciate you, Travi. Thank you so much, my man. Yes, Lamont Paris, Brian, did land a big man from Illinois. Yes. Brian Dean says Carolina acted too hastily in firing Holbrook. You know, at the time, it felt like the right decision, I guess, because of the run you'd had under Ray Tanner. So you felt like you needed to get him out of there. He wasn't meeting expectations, but I just, again, man, the reasons to keep Kingston around are it's a very short list. It's a very short list. I mean, again, even guys that played for this man, have reached out to me saying he ain't worth a damn. So what does that tell you? You know, what does that tell? Heck, we've seen it on a public forum. Again, I talked about this the other day. Danny Blair, we've seen it on a public forum. It's not like I'm going against the grain here. You know what I mean? Like calling for Kingston's job. John Rice, what's up, my guy, John? TGIF, happy Friday to you, my guy. Great day to have a day indeed. Pool season's right around the corner. Pool content might be coming your way. It's going to be hot in the city next week, and I've got the pool. We got a brand new pool, just chilling. Hadn't got out of the box yet. Breaking, what's up, my guy? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. And, you know, again, back to the Carolina baseball side of things, because I do want to say this. I do want to say this, and I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant, so forgive me, but I'm going to say this. When I first started this entity way back in 2017, and early on for the first couple of years, it was really important to me. You know, I wanted to be the guy in the entity that was liked by the coaches, the players, all that jazz, right? I did not want to look at it or be put in a box of like a media entity. I wanted to be, you know, and that's why I was able to and have been able to have so many former players on, because it's like, hey, this is a guy, you know, he's not going to try to just pull an answer out of us just to create a headline. Like, he's on our side. And to a degree, I still do feel that way, right? Like, I was a college athlete, can relate with the athletes, and I'm a Gamecock fan. But you learn as you go. If you're going to be honest and keep it real, which I do, you're going to ruffle some feathers along the way, okay? And so it goes without saying that not everybody in that clubhouse and not everybody on that roster right now, when it comes to South Carolina baseball, they don't all agree with what I have to say. And that is totally fine, right? That's totally fine. But I'm going to go ahead and put this out there and just say this. You know what? I know that the guys in the clubhouse and on that roster for Carolina baseball, I know they don't like a lot of the shit I've said over the last couple of weeks. I know they don't. I know they're frustrated. They're pissed off. And that's good. You should be. We've had a shitty season. And you should be pissed off. But if you're pissed off at me and you're directing the angst at me, and I'll tell you this, as much as anybody in that clubhouse and in that organization, as much as they may not have liked what I've had to say, I have equally, if not more so, disliked watching you all play baseball this season. I have equally, if not more so, been disgusted with what I've seen for the past 47 games. It has not been fun talking baseball this year. Something I love so dearly has been practically fucking destroyed by the people within Carolina baseball right now. So you know what? If those guys don't like me, that's fine. You know what? I hate to say it. I don't really like them either. Not this season, I don't. If Mark Kingston doesn't like me and doesn't like what I don't really fucking like you either, man. I don't. I love Carolina baseball more than I like Mark Kingston. I've said that forever. Fully support him. Guess what? If he comes back next year, I want to win. I want to win. I don't hate Mark Kingston. I don't dislike anybody. I just love winning. We all do. We love to win. So those guys in the clubhouse, hey, you can feel any type of way you want. But my job on my side is to create content. My job on my side is to keep it real. And your job is to throw strikes. Your job is to get hits. And your job is to win ball games. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to hold up my end. Now you hold up your end of the bargain. Again, we talked before, there's this weird complex in college sports where people think you should just have unconditional, undying support, positivity, no matter what the product on the field is, and that's bullshit. That's bullshit. We are fans paying for a product. I'm not saying have unreasonable and unrealistic expectations, but damn it, man. I mean, we're not even remotely close to meeting expectations for Carolina baseball. So, you know what? If you're somebody within Carolina baseball, you don't like what I got to say and you're pissed off, I don't really give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Be pissed off. You should be pissed off at yourself. Be pissed off you got an 80 ERA. Be pissed off you're hitting 200 in conference play. That's what you should be pissed off at. Don't be pissed off at me. Be pissed off at yourself. Be pissed off you've lost a PC sitter on USC Upstate. Be a little more pissed off at that. My content and what I say, guys, guess what? It's just a reflection of the product on the field. That's all it is. That's what folks, that's what slapdicks couldn't comprehend when Will Muschamp was the coach. That's what slapdicks couldn't comprehend when Frank Martin wasn't winning games. And I guess that's what some slapdicks, whether they're on the team, they're on the coaching staff, or they're just fans on Twitter, can't comprehend right now. My content, it's just a product of what is being performed on the field, on the court. That's all it is. If the team is good and you're winning, well, guess what? The content's going to be more positive. I'm going to be a lot more happy all the time when we're winning games. But guess what? If y'all suck, which this baseball team, let me make it very clear. This baseball team, I've watched a lot of baseball. Listen, I played baseball and I was not very good in college, guys. I got my tits ripped. Call it for what it is. I wasn't very good in college, but I've been around the game a lot, watched a lot of baseball. I've seen a lot of baseball teams. This team sucks. This Carolina baseball team sucks. Like, there ain't no other way to put it. You can sugarcoat it all you want. And I say that from a place of love. I don't say that from a place of hate. We suck this year, though. We got to wear it. We got to own it. We got to wear it. We suck. You can make any excuse you want, but the team we have on the field that we are putting out there every single night, every weekend, it's not a good team. We suck. We suck. It's okay. We suck. Our record shows we suck. The stats show we suck. We stink. There's no other way to put it. If you're gonna be pissed off, be pissed off at yourself, man. Don't be pissed off because I'm calling it like I see it and calling it a buck. We just lost to USC fucking Upstate, bro. Like, give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break, dude. Like, for real. For real. And I'll be out there. I can say all those things, and I will be out there this weekend cheering the team on because I want to see us win. I like to win games. I like to win games. But, I mean, as I said, my job is to make content, and I do my job pretty fucking well, to be honest with you. I'll go ahead and say that. I'm pretty confident in my abilities and what I do. Your job is to go win games. Go win games. Let me handle the content shit. I'm going to say whatever I want. That is the beauty of what I do. That is the beauty of what I do. Creative control. I can say literally whatever. I could come on here and talk nonsense. It's a great responsibility, by the way, to be in that position. But it's a beautiful thing to be able to just keep it real. Keep it real. That's what we do. Hey, that's not a bold take to say y'all stink. Like, that's not bold. The record says it. There's no, well, this and, We just this. No, y'all stink, bro. We stink. We stink this year. I mean, flat out. Hey, my freshman year at Newberry, we went like 18-40. We sucked. There ain't no other way to put it. We just sucked. We did. You are what your record says you are. So, again, you want to be pissed off? You want to be pissed off at somebody? Be pissed off at yourself. I mean, I'm not the one going out there throwing the pitches, swinging the bat. Be pissed off at yourself. I mean, I really actually feel for our players because I think we got some talented ball players. There's no question we got some talented ball players. All right, let's jump to the phone lines here. I'm rambling. Let's jump to the phone lines.
Call from
Bill.
Skyland, what's up, man?
You better watch out when you get beat up.
Right. Yeah, that's a good joke. That's a funny joke, my man. That's a funny joke.
I had to do it. Even though nobody knows but me and you, I had to do it.
Right. No, it's listen, we're all a little bit on edge. I get it. We're all a little bit on edge, but I think the angst and the anger, it should be directed in the right places, not at me. So, I'm like I said, as pissed off as some people might get watching some of my content, I come off really strong for some people, and that's not their cup of tea, and that's totally fine, bro. What I do ain't supposed to fit everybody. It ain't supposed to make everybody feel all warm and fuzzy inside. But like I said, man, if you think my content sucks and you don't like it, I haven't liked watching Carolina baseball this year, man. I haven't enjoyed investing my precious time and energy into this baseball team. I don't like my time to be wasted. You know what I mean? That's why, again, over the last couple of weeks, it's like I get invited to go do something, go play golf, whatever. Like, what am I going to do? Sacrifice the happiness of my life for this slapdick team? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, good God, at some point, we're all fans. We invest our time, energy, and emotion. We expect to get some sort of product out of it. I mean, it feels like a fair trade. That feels like a fair trade to me. And we're still here. So, Gamecock fans, I think Gamecock fans have more than held up their end of the bargain because guess what? We are still here talking baseball. We're still here. We're still here, and we're going to be here till the very bitter end. We'll be here.
There's a pro kids and guys, that say we're better next year. I don't see how we're going to be better next year because you're losing Julian Bosnick. He's not coming back. Rucker's going to the draft. You're losing top 3 hitters, maybe top 4, if Josiah Slightler goes pro, which he was staying in school until he got. Now he might just go. You're going to lose Wimmer, Eicher, Belt. So you're going to lose your top 3 hitters, Belt, Eicher, Wimmer, because Wimmer's not coming back. Pro scouts like it. Have you read his pro scout report? He had top 5 round pick.
Who is that?
Scout was loving it.
Who is that?
Oh, Braylon.
Oh, Wimmer. Yeah. I mean, I can see it.
He had a top 5 round pick. Scouts love his size.
Right.
His upside. They think they can fix that. They love his cake cop.
I mean, I see that with Wimmer also. I think Wimmer. I mean, yeah, I see it's there. Yeah, I definitely see that.
Also, you might be losing Josiah Slightler, the one that just turned it on during SEC play that was coming back to school because he didn't help his draft stock, but now he's killing it off of one ankle. So now, guess what? His draft stock is shooting right up in the air. But you might actually lose him now. How are you going to be better? How? On pitching? Oh, yeah, you can be better. You're going to have Sanders. You're going to have Mahoney, Phillips, Cade, Becker. If you can get Noah Hall to come back to school, you'll have Hall. Yeah, well, pitcher will be better, but guess what? Right back to offense. Offense will be the same. And I hope that buddy's listening, and I hope these players are listening. And I don't know if any players are listening right now. But if you are, shut the hell up. Even if we was healthy, you only win 5 to 8 more games.
Right.
You're not good. Not as you as a player not good, but the team's not good.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want to, I don't want to create
I know what you're
some
saying.
divide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to
Yeah.
do that, but yeah, I mean, again, I just say from my vantage point, like, bro, my content and opinions, it's really all just a reflection on. I mean, nobody. Again, people take everything so personally at the collegiate level. If you say fire somebody or somebody sucks or this, that at the pro level, hey, well, they're getting paid, so they're. It's funny how people justify saying horrible things about people when it's like if they're making a lot of money. It's like, well, you're making a lot of money, so I can say anything I want about you, but because you're a collegiate athlete or you're a collegiate this or that, you're an amateur. And I understand it's very different. These are not, they're kids for sure. But you say something about Kingston and it's so personal. It's like, no, I'm just going off record. That's all I'm going off of. I mean, as I said early in the season, I didn't lead this season off with Fire Kingston because I knew I didn't have to. If you'd have told me after opening weekend, Chris, the team will be 24-23, 47 games in, I'll say, well, that'll do it. That's it. I don't have to say a word. I mean, that will do it. Not winning 30 games in a year, that'll do it. I mean, that's it. I don't have to say a word about his job status. It will take care of itself, So my reaction and thoughts and calling for Kingston's job, it ain't anything personal. The fact I have to say that's so annoying. But again, I'll reiterate it. It's not. I just love winning, and I hate to lose. And so I don't hate Mark Kingston, but I do hate losing. I do hate losing. I do hate not just losing. Like, bro, I hate baseball season being over with 2 or 3 weeks to go. Because that's really the reality if we were honest with ourselves weeks ago. And I was honest with myself a month ago when I think I said it after the Citadel game, or maybe I said it after PC, but I said it quite a while back. If people were paying attention. Hey, this team is who it is. They're going to be inconsistent. We're going to have moments of brilliance, but it's going to be coupled with moments of just head-scratching nonsense that we can't make sense of. And the season has played out exactly to the way I said. It's played out exactly that way. We've been who we've been all year long. This team never had a chance of being anything more than what it was.
And I want to make another statement. People say, well, he took us to a Super. He took us to a regional. We hosted a regional. Look, your points might be, the facts might be there for your points, but look, he took us somewhere with another person's players. Then we hosted by default because Old Dominion couldn't host. And we got beat. My standards for Gamecock baseball are high and will always be high. I think every year you should have at least a top 15 recruit class, at least a top 15 recruit class at South Carolina.
Right.
I think preseason you should always be ranked in the top 50. And this year we wasn't. And now you see why we wasn't. But better yet, I will step up another level. I think South Carolina baseball should always be ranked in the top 25 preseason.
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, I think without a doubt. I don't say this. This is not lip service, and I'm not trying to be over dramatic. Like, I say this genuinely. I never, ever in my wildest dreams fathomed our baseball program would be at this level. Like, I'm not even bullshitting. I never did. I thought, and I'm not even saying that in a sense of like, oh, well, we took for granted the success. I don't think that's the case. I just think, say what you want about Ray Tanner, the AD, by all means, go right ahead. But Ray Tanner laid such a foundation here, and he set such a standard here that, like, that's just the norm. Like a bad season for us is we bounce around the top 25. We don't host a regional, and maybe we lose in the regional. But there were very few seasons where you felt like this team did not have a chance. You know what I mean? Like even the years where we lost in the regionals, which was more so like what, 07, 08. I guess 07 we lost in the supers, or maybe that was 06, whatever. Either way, 07, 08, 09, 09 we lose to East Carolina in their regional. But like those teams, you still felt like these teams have potential to go deep. You know what I mean? And I just never. And then you talk about Holbrook, and I'm hindsight's 2020, bro, whatever. But like, I just never in my, and that's one of the reasons why I made the prediction I did in preseason, because my mind is still, it's Carolina baseball. Like we're going to figure it out. Like we have good players. We're going to figure it out. That's what we do. We win. We win at Carolina. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. We're elite. We win. And so like it's hard for me to shift my mind to we're not elite. We're not even worth a shit anymore. Like it's painful to say that. It's painful to say
I'm not saying we have to make Omaha every year, because I know you're not. You're just not. Making Omaha hard enough. But at least you should be in the regionals every year, going deep in a regional, and making it to a super every other year, at least. At least.
Yeah. Yep. I'll put it to you this way. I think you got to be consistent here with your thought process. I'm just saying, man, if Chad Holbrook got run out of town for what he did, it shouldn't even be a question. What needs to happen?
Keith is going to own the two worst records in Gamecock history.
if you're really, because for whatever reason, man, there's fans that hate Chad Holbrook. Whatever, you feel however you want to feel, but keep the energy consistent. Because if you don't like Chad Holbrook, come on, bro.
The Joker had a winning record every year he coached, and he was only a few games away from making the tournament every year he was here. But Mark Keeson is a few games away from missing the tournament every year he was here. He was 4 games away for the first year, and he was 2 games away last year from missing the tournament. But not Chad. Chad was 3 wins away from making it one year, and 2 wins from making it one year. But the thing is, Chad, when he missed it, he still had 35 wins, 34 wins.
Right.
Keith,
yeah.
When he missed it, 28. And Lord knows how these next 7 games are going to go.
Bro, I'm not convinced you beat Charlotte Tuesday. I don't know if you saw my prediction by this, Colin. I got Carolina taking 2 out of 3. I know that doesn't make sense. Nothing about this team does. So I say all that. I say all that to say that I think this team takes 2 out of 3 this weekend.
Yeah, because they're inconsistent. They play well at home. They get on the road. They lay eggs. And I really think, and this is my theory, that on Friday nights, when you have a guy like Brett Thomas going on the mound somewhere else on Friday night, you don't set the tone at someone else's field.
Right.
You don't have the home field advantage. You don't have the home field momentum. So when you don't pitch a Will Sanders or Noah Holt Friday nights away, you're basically not setting the tone, and you're not taking away somebody's momentum. Because A&M, if you win that game Friday night, and you going in Saturday with a Noah Holt or Will Sanders after one of them 2 just pitched Friday night, you might take both them games because you set the tone and you punch them in the mouth Friday night. And Saturday, you got the momentum.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be an interesting weekend. I don't know, man. I want to be excited to go to the yard, and there's a part of me that obviously is, and I'm grateful that we even get to go to the field and watch baseball and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But there's also a part of me that's like, I just can't wait for the damn season to be over. I can't wait for it to be over.
You better not go near that dugout.
Yeah, well, that'd just be more positive pub for Gamecock baseball, wouldn't it? See, I think that's what's interesting, and that's what's the beautiful thing about my platform is, hey, you can say whatever you want to me, but I'll put it out on blast, bro. I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not going to, but I'm just saying, like, if it got to a level, if it got to a certain level, if it got to a certain level, anyways, I do not want to create a divide with anybody. Again, my thoughts, my feelings, and you know what? In defense of Gamecock Nation and Gamecock baseball fans that have supported this university forever, their angst and distaste and frustration, man, it's only because they care and because they love Carolina baseball. You know what? It would be more of an insult, and you should be more concerned if people were like, "Oh, it's fine. It doesn't matter." Well, at least they're trying hard. Like, would you rather people not care? I mean, would you really rather that be the case? I promise you wouldn't.
Nobody cares how many games they win. Their coach should be fired too. Anyway, I'll be honest with you. You there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
I want to lose every game if it means the fire keeps them this year. I'll just be honest with you. I wouldn't care if we won another game this year if it meant keep someone going.
I would like to keep up. I would like to keep up that SEC tournament streak. I think I told you that. I would like to keep that. I think that's a cool streak. I'd hate to. I mean, I think change is needed. God, you missed the SEC tournament.
I know that puts ice on
that bag ought to be packed and be gone, ready to go. It ought to be ready to go. It ought to be ready to go.
I'm gonna be listening like always. I start first shift June 13th, so baseball is kind of done for me. I've not watched. The last Gamecock baseball game I went to was in March, and I hate it. And it's not because we ain't lost. We haven't because we're losing. It's just because I work Monday through Friday. I work second shift. I don't get no family time with my kids or my girls, so I try to spend the weekends with them. But for the first June 13th, I will be a better sports fan. Even though I ain't been watching, I've been listening to Derek Scott and Tommy Moody on the radio. Try to keep up with it the best I can. Anyway, I definitely can't see what the future holds. I think a change is needed. When change happens, I'm a fan. I can't control it. Your podcast can't control it. But you can't just be Ray Tanner and sit there and just be like, oh, everything's fine. Nah, it ain't fine. And that little comment he made yesterday, Kingston will be here next year. How the hell you know? You don't know shit. A change is needed. Gamecock baseball needs to get to where it was. It's a laughing joke right now. No respect, and it's a shame for people that love Gamecock baseball. It's just a shame. Everybody that's a Gamecock fan always say every year, at least we have baseball. At least we got baseball. At least we got baseball. Now, we can't even say that. Change is needed. Well, I hope you have a good day. And I hope the Gamecocks pull it out. Kind of do, kind of don't. Whatever does happen.
Skyline always.
You got Brett Thomas.
Yeah, Brett Thomas on the bump tonight. We'll see. Stupid ass decision, but whatever. Is what it is. I'm not the head coach. I just call it what it is. It's a stupid ass decision.
You better hope your offense can
It's
score 10 runs.
It's stupid every week. It's been stupid every single week. So
Marquise, if you're listening, you're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. Your mom's a hoe. Are you laughing?
I'm laughing. Yeah, that yeah, I'm laughing. Yeah.
I look at that.
All right, brother. Later. Skyline just being silly. I'll say this. I'll say this because I'm just frustrated. I'm just frustrated. I really am. And I want to make it clear though, like I'm pro players. I'm pro for these players. Like I feel for the players again because I know we have talent on our team. Again, guys, if you want to say injuries, you want to ignore the record, you want to ignore the statistics, all these things that are so painfully pointing towards the direction that some sort of change is needed. If you want to ignore all those things, I take you back to what former players are saying and have said. From guys that played for this man to the greatest to ever wear the jersey. If you pay attention to nothing else, like that's enough. That's enough. So you can be mad at me all you want. You can not like what I have to say. But maybe it's not me you should be upset with. Maybe it's not me you should be DMing. Maybe it's some of your former teammates. Maybe it's some guys you rubbed shoulders with in the clubhouse last year that don't have anything positive to say about this guy. Maybe it's those guys you should reach out to. Because if more guys had his back, I may not be so strong on the Fire Kingston side. I may not. But damn it, it's hard to ignore that. Because I would think they know better than I do. They know more than I do. They've been in the locker room. They've been in the clubhouse. You know? Maybe that's who you should be DMing. Maybe that's who you should be upset with. Maybe that's who you should be reaching out to. And I'll leave it at that. Guys, we're going to jump into our first break. I want to continue to hear from you, though. More of your questions, comments, calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Let's see. Let's see. Anyways, yep, we're all frustrated. Let's jump to the phone lines here.
Call from
Robbie Davis, a.k.a. Kirk Herbstreit.
Robbie, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Just having a Friday. What's going on?
I just wanted to say that yes, our baseball team sucks, but I will be watching or keeping up with the games this weekend. And of course, if I'm not able to go on Tuesday, I will be keeping up with it on Tuesday. And I also wanted to say this. You can polish a turd, but it's still a turd. And right now we're playing like straight crap. Okay? And personally, do I want to see Kingston come back next year? No. Because the proof is in the pudding, okay? Okay? I mean, I've said this for weeks. Whenever it comes to your job or what you do for a living, if you're not doing it correctly after someone has told you you're not doing something correctly and you don't listen, 9 times out of 10 you're going to get fired. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like I've told you before, whenever I was working at Zaxby's, my job was to clean the dining room and make sure all the places that had tea or unsweet tea or sweet tea, I had to make sure they had all that. And then I wasn't doing it correctly because I would always get behind. So my manager pulled me aside one Monday morning before we opened, and he showed me the correct way to do it so I wouldn't get behind as much. And I started doing it that way, and I didn't get behind as much. Instead of browbeating me, he helped me.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I think I'm to the point now. I think we need some new blood on the baseball side of things. And Kingston's been here for how long? What, 5 years?
Yeah, since 2018 was his first year.
So he's been here for 5 years. And this is his, and we're not playing to the standards that we are all used to. And injuries be damned. I don't give a darn. As long as you have 9 players on that field, you can play. Now, if we couldn't put 9 players on the field, that's another issue. Mm-hmm. But if we have enough to play, dadgummit, go play. I'd rather have 9 guys out there that want to be out there and play than 9 dudes that don't want to be out there and play. I don't give a crap what their batting average is. I don't care if they got the worst batting average on the team. If they're willing to go out there and give it their all, that's who I want on the baseball. That's who I want on the field in any sport. I don't care if it's football, baseball, basketball, even softball, for God's sake. Okay, I don't care. I'd rather have I'd rather have players that want to be out there and that are willing to give it their all till the game is over, regardless of what the score is.
Robbie, I can assure you the guys that are on the field are playing their fucking asses off. So that ain't the problem. The coaching staff,
I know.
just listen to what I'm saying. I hear you, my guy. They're playing their tails off. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to create any sort of divide with the players. We're all pissed off. Good. We should be pissed off. That's very good. Good. We know nobody should be happy with what's going on right now. And we got many more than 9. That's why we recruit. There's like 35 guys on the roster. So we got plenty more than 9 that can play and that will play and that are playing. So, again, I'll make that very clear. Like, I don't look at this team and say, do I think we are where we need to be are we 20, 10, 11, 12 talented? No, we're not. But we have good players. We've got good. I mean, we didn't go to a regional by accident last year. We got some good players, but you you listen to past players and it's just, there's a disconnect. There's a disconnect. There's a very obvious disconnect. So
yes,
that's where I fall on it. I didn't mean to cut you off there. I just wanted to throw that in.
No, you're good. You're good. No worries whatsoever. It's just when the season is over, okay? Like legit over. I'm not talking about like I'm not talking like just our chances of going to a regional. I mean like when it's legit over. As in, there's no more games that we're going to play, and the season is over. A decision is going to have to be made, and one or two things are going to happen. He's either going to get fired, or he's coming back. And you and me and anyone else in the live chat does not have control over that. The big wigs at the university have control over that. All we can do is just sit and wait and see what happens. And regardless of what happens, there's going to be people that are going to be pissed off. There's going to be people that are going to be pissed off if he stays. There's going to be people pissed off that if he goes. Because you can't make everybody happy. If you spend too much time trying to make everybody happy, there's no way you're going to be happy.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a good point.
But I do still think that we will lose 2 out of 3. We'll win if the game is played tonight. We'll win tonight and then lose Saturday and Sunday. Because that's just how I feel right now.
Well, the good news, I think we will get it in tonight. From what I could tell, I think we will get it in tonight. So, thankfully, I really don't.
Because I know you definitely
don't
want to be dealing with a doubleheader.
I don't want to sit at the yard for a doubleheader. I really don't. I love baseball and everything, man, but I don't want to be at the field for 8 hours. I really have no interest in doing that. So,
if I'm going to be somewhere for 8 hours, I'm going to be somewhere where I'm not going to be just sitting on my hands and knees, bored out of my mind. Especially with the way we've been playing.
True, yeah. I mean,
we lost to teams that we honestly should have beaten like a drum, like USC Upstate, the Citadel, and the list goes on and on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was I happy for Blake Cooper yeah, as a coach, yes, I was happy for him. But was I pissed off that we lost to the Citadel? Yes, I was. I was pissed. Because I know that we can play better than that, and we have not been doing that. At least not this season.
Yeah, like I said earlier, man. I mean, you can be upset, and this goes for everybody. This ain't just anybody involved with Carolina baseball. This goes for people on social media. You can be upset and disagree with things that I say or you say or anybody else says that's negative about the team and the.
Well,
but again,
made me mad.
But again, it's all just a reflection of what's happening on the field. That's it. I mean, if you don't want people to be pissy and upset, then I guarantee you Tennessee baseball fans ain't pissed off. They're not upset.
Yeah, because they're winning. But just so you know, you have in the time that I have known you, you have never said anything that has pissed me off. Just so you know.
Good
because
to know.
I love the fact that you keep it a buck. I love it. You don't sugarcoat it. When we play like crap, you say we play like crap. I love it. You do not sugarcoat it.
Because what good will it do? I mean, what's the point?
It helped. It wouldn't do any good because then people would call you a sunshine pumper and all that stuff. And it also shows how much you and everyone else in the live chat cares, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you keep it a buck. Keep it a hundo. It just shows how much we care about our favorite school and the sports at our favorite school.
Gamecock fans are passionate and loyal, as passionate and as loyal as any. So again, I love that. And we love our baseball. I mean, listen, Mark Ryan, I went on his radio show a couple weeks ago and he literally asked me, how are you still talking baseball? I mean, how? Why are you doing it? I said, Mark, because we love it. We love Carolina baseball. We do. We have a lot of passion around our baseball program. So it's thank God, because I love it. So
yeah. And then, like I told you before, I wasn't that great at it, but I do love watching baseball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we'll see what happens this weekend.
And,
like I said, I got Carolina taking 2 out of 3. I know it sounds crazy. Nothing this season has made sense. So why should that stop? So
hey, you had to make a decision and you made the decision. You think we're going to win 2 out of 3? I think we're going to lose 2 out of 3. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
I mean, if we lose 2 out of 3, I won't be shocked. No. I won't be shocked. I just, wouldn't surprise me at all to see this series be a lot like the Bama series, where us being at home is just, it's enough to get us over the edge. You know what I mean? It's enough to put us over the edge. So, we're a top 20 team at home and we're a little league team on the road. I don't know. That's what it feels like. The varsity team plays at home and JV goes on the road. I don't know.
But like I've said, even though I picked us to lose 2 out of 3, do I want us to win? Absolutely I do. Because I want to see every single sports team at the university succeed, no matter what it is.
As we all do.
Even if it's club lacrosse, for God's sake.
As we all do.
All right, man. You have a great rest of your day. Go Gamecocks, and to heck with Clemson. Bunch of cow milking losers. A bunch of bums.
Robbie, I appreciate it, my friend.
All right, buddy. Yep. Have a good one.
Yep, you too. Appreciate it. Good stuff from Robbie Davis as always. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Let's see. Well, we're all pissed off, guys. I mean, I never thought we'd be at this point in the season. I didn't. I really didn't. I thought we had enough. I really did. I thought we had enough to figure it out. I thought we had enough to put together a good season, and I was wrong. Randy, TSUS.store, my friend. I just dropped the link for you in the chat. He asked, where do I get the Beamer hat? TSUS.store. If you click on that link, you can see all of our merchandise. If you go to the Beamer collection, the Beamer Ball collection, you will see that basically at the very top. We got this in black as well. Rebecca, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. Brian Dean, Spencer Rattler of a better season than DJ Uiagalelei. I think that is I mean, is that a bold take? I don't feel like that's a bold take at all. Cody, what's going on, man? Appreciate you tuning in. We do have a text here I want to get to real quick. Says, hey, my name's Tammy, relatively new listener here. And I know I've said on Twitter, but really enjoying your content so far. It's one of the few things I can listen to at work that people coming in and out of the office seem to vibe with as well. Just wanted to add my 2 cents. The whole Kingston thing, first off, the podcast this week were great. Tammy, I appreciate you. She says, Wednesday was awesome. My thoughts on Kingston is more of just an all-around Gamecock sports fan than a diehard stats follower, that he's not attempted to build a following for this team. It's such a disservice to the baseball community. He's been here for 6 years, and he's not any more popular today than he was then, and that's on him. For example, softball sucks this year, but Coach Bev is likable and has so much more presence that I think we give her a break. But he doesn't engage. The players don't seem to be having fun, and the fans are done. At least with Frank Martin, you knew he did awesome stuff in the community and cared about the people and fan aspect of being a coach as well. I'm fired Kingston all the way. Have a great weekend. That's actually a really good point, Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. Appreciate you, Tammy, a newer listener. Thank you so much. But that's actually kind of a decent point. That's a good point. Is that, yeah, I mean, I don't think Kingston's very liked or anything. I don't know. But what do y'all think? I don't know. I don't know that Kingston's really a liked dude either. All that stuff. All that stuff's important when you're not winning. None of that really matters when you're winning, but when you're not winning, yep. It's tough. Anyways, guys. Liam Carney says, is it football season yet? Not quite. Not quite. Brian Dean, yes. Dabo Sweeney's brother did get arrested for that. Yes, he did. Yep, he did. Andrew, the textbook says, I just want the season to be over and Kingston to be gone. I mean, that's unfortunately kind of where we're at, guys. I will say this again, though. If you're going to be at the yard, would love to see you. Would love to talk shop. Would love to talk ball. I am looking forward to getting back out there. I do still love Carolina baseball. I love being out at Founders Park, and I don't take it for granted to have the opportunity to go watch Carolina baseball. And, so I'm excited for that. I wish the product was better. I wish we really felt like we were playing for anything. I wish, this sucks. It just sucks, man. Just really, really sucks. So, but here we are. What are we supposed to do? Here we are. Again, guys, phone lines are wide open. Would love to hear from you all. 843-790-3377. Yeah, so Travis Allen, the schedule this weekend. We play tonight at 7, tomorrow at noon, and then Sunday at 1:30. And the game The games are on SEC Network Plus, except for the Saturday game tomorrow is actually on the big channel. It's on SEC Network. So excited for that. Looking forward to it. I mean, obviously, again, I'll be at all three, but if you want to watch on the big channel tomorrow, you got that opportunity. But yes, 7 tonight, noon tomorrow, 1:30 on Sunday. So, yep. Brian Dean, Brett Thomas is on the bump tonight. Brett Thomas, the righty. He is on the bump. I don't even know what else to say, man. I feel like I freaking vented for 45 minutes, an hour, and I'm just like, I don't know what else to say, guys. You guys leave some questions. I don't even know. I don't even know. Because what sucks is, excuse me, what sucks is, oh man, this time of year, we should be talking baseball, we should be talking baseball. And we're not, because it's just all negative. You know what I mean? Just all negative. That's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. Friday the 13th, by the way. Do you guys anybody believe in Friday the 13th? Anybody like superstitious about Friday the 13th or anything like that? Brian Dean says, Chris, come to Carolina Ale House in July for media days. SEC media days from Carolina Ale House. That'd be very interesting, Brian. Be very, very interesting. A watch party. But see, here's the problem, Brian Dean. It's like on a Tuesday. Like Beamer's speaking on a Tuesday in the middle of the day. So I think getting people out there would be kind of tough. You know what I mean? I feel like getting people out on a Tuesday, it's going to be kind of tough. But we will be doing the watch parties, my friend. We will be doing the watch parties. Very excited for those. We will be partnered up with Carolina Ale House this fall. So looking forward to it. Again, guys, would love to hear from you. 843. So I'm just getting the podcast put up right now. Like I said, we're continuing our Road to Glory series also. Continuing our Road to Glory series. Last night we played a pair of games and won them both. Actually took down Clemson, and probably that was without a doubt the best Road to Glory game that I've ever played. Like, not even close. It's just a shame, man, because I think back to this time last year, and there's nothing like, honestly, it like the postseason for baseball, for college baseball, is so much fun. It's so much fun, and to not have that this year just sucks, man. It just sucks. Because again, baseball turns into such a long season, like when your season's over. You know what I mean? It's just such a long, grueling finish. And that's where we are, I mean, I think I don't even think I'd call you an optimist if you think Carolina's making the post. I think you're just delusional. I think you're just flat out fucking delusional. No, sorry for the language. I mean, sorry, I'm a loose cannon today. I just think you're delusional, flat out. You're just delusional. So, you know. Yeah, I mean, Trevi says it. Depressing. We won't have baseball this post. We won't have any sort of postseason. Just won't have any sort of postseason. And that sucks. I mean, that flat out sucks, man. There's no other way to put it. It sucks. Let's see. Travis says, here's a question, Chris. Who starts in our secondary this year? Cam, of course. How about Nelson Jr., Rose? Is David's? I don't think David Spalding's a starter. Yeah, Cam Smith on one side. I think you'll probably see. Good question. I really need to pull up the roster. Oh, Darius Rush on the other. Duh. Darius Rush. I think Devontae Reed's at safety. R.J. Roderick's going to be at the other safety. I do think you'll see Rose and Keenan Nelson play a good bit. We should be solid in the secondary, though. We really should. Let's see. Andrew, the textbook, the baseball postseason is so fun with double elimination with all the regionals and the games with Kingston. We have to sit at home and watch. Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Guys, let's jump into a quick break. I want to continue to hear from you, though, more of your questions, comments, calls, and more. On the other side, you're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. John Edward Kruger, excuse me. John, maybe change your YouTube name also to John Edward Kruger. Says, I'm going to still watch the NCAA tournament. I love college baseball. Me too. Switching gears a little bit, guys. Let's get off baseball. There's nothing really good to say at this point. Even though I got the Gamecocks taking 2 or 3 against Kentucky, which, is kind of wild. But either way, I want to go ahead and put this out there. Switching gears, like I said. We all love 2001, right? One of the greatest entrances is college football, right? We all love 2001. One of the best entrances in college football. Many of us would argue the best entrance in college football. But leading up to 2001, right, when Cocky comes out of the box, and the smoke goes up, but he comes out of the box, I think it's time we start a movement to get Cocky a new box, right? I think so. I just, because it's like they've been using the same box or whatever for literally as long as I can remember. Let's get Cocky a new box. Can we make that a thing? Let's get Cocky a new box. I feel like we should be able to upgrade to something like a cool looking cage or just something. The plain black Magic box is just not doing it for me. You know what I mean? It's lost its luster a bit. It's lost its luster. Get Cocky a new box. Let's start that. Travis says, make Cocky mean. I'm not even saying make Cocky meaner. I'm just saying get him a new box. John Rice says, my buddy in college was Cocky and said the box was no fun. I bet it wasn't. Like, so what? Are they actually in the bottom of the box? Like, that sounds terrible. James Kendall says, zip line onto the field. What if, I think it'd be cool. What if Cocky just led them? Well, actually, he does actually. He comes out of the box and he runs over, then he kind of runs out. Yeah. Yeah, Travis, some people want the mascot to be cute, man. Some people like a cute Cocky. I'm on your side, man. I'm sort of out on it. Sort of out on that. I'm sort of out on that, my guy. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. John says, Cocky's actually the one who has to release the smoke when the curtain's still up. Cocky's squeezing fire extinguisher. Really? Okay. Interesting, John. Interesting. The more you know. Who knew? John knows. The more you know. Thank you, John. I had no idea, honestly, how it went down. I figured he was probably in that box. Again, where else would he come from? That's it. How about Kumar Rocker signing a contract? With the Tri-City Valley Cats. How about it? DGD says, well, being a mascot is not fun. Learn something new. It's a responsibility. DGD, it's a responsibility, my guy. Really is. Really is. Let's see. John Edward Kruger says, Enter Sandman and 2001 are the best entrances, in my opinion. So Enter Sandman's electric. Enter Sandman is electric. And I know my guy John hates that because he's a Virginia fan by trade. John's gonna make me vomit. Yeah, Enter Sandman, John. Yeah, I think they'll use Juju in a lot of different ways. A lot of different ways this year. I think they'll use Juju in a lot of different ways, for sure. Yeah, I would put Juju on special teams. I would put Juju on special teams for sure. Why not? Use your best players, use your best athletes. So Travis says slap some muscles on Cocky and give me. I need John's take on this also. I value John's opinion. John, we had this conversation today. Does Cocky need to be meaner? Do you like the way Cocky looks? Would you make him a little bit more edgy, intimidating? Do you like a cute mascot? John says Cocky does not need to be meaner. I like him how he is. Okay. All right, fair enough. Let's see. I will say Brian's got a good idea. Cocky comes out to Alice Cooper's Here Comes the Rooster. I think that's like that song needs to be played at Willie B. That song needs to be played. Flat out bottom line. Here's a good question. Tyler Gay, who's got the best entrance in the SEC besides us? That's a good question. What are the notable entrances in the SEC? I mean, Tennessee runs through the T. What are like the notable entrances, you know? Because I'm just trying to think. Like, I think Georgia just kind of runs out. Florida just kind of runs out. Vandy, Kentucky, Mizzou. They just kind of run out. Bama just runs out. I mean, I guess LSU touches the goalpost thing or whatever in the locker room. I guess that's cool, but they just kind of run out also. See, I've never seen Florida's pre-entrance routine. I've never seen that. Like, are there any that I'm missing in the SEC that are like known nationally? You know what I mean? Like, I think 2001 is kind of a known thing. You know? Yeah, the LSU being held back, that especially when they were good, that was dope. That was super dope. But there aren't like, you know what I mean? Like, like there's not like a inner Sandman in the SEC. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not like a. I mean, it's there really isn't. Let's see. Panic Ritter says, I hope we stop playing Gilly Gilly and Coin. Panic Ritter then says, out of nowhere, I'm single. So, in case anybody was wondering, Panic Ritter is single. Rebecca says, DGD got a new nickname. It's called Pain in the Ass. DGD's new nickname is Pain in the Ass. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. James Kendall, don't forget the Vandy running out to an empty stadium one. Best entrances. Tyler Knoll says, I'm intrigued as to what schools contacted Dak Joyner to come play quarterback after the bowl game. Dak's the definition of a true Gamecock. He's 2-0 in his career under center. I feel like he was so misused throughout his whole career. I told a lot of fans he needed a fair shake at the quarterback position and got laughed at. Tyler, I would say this. You know, I respect his loyalty. I respect the fact that he wants to be a Gamecock. You know what I mean? Because I mean, dude, the amount of times I said he should probably transfer is pretty. It's a pretty high number. And I'll be honest with you, I thought he might leave after the bowl game. I really did. I thought he might leave after the bowl game. Let's see. DGD says, I enjoy the ass kissing comments, but also understand when to take my medicine when I got that treatment. Now, I really thought Dak would leave. I thought Dak would go pursue playing quarterback somewhere else because obviously he's not going to play quarterback here. He's going to be at the wide receiver position. I hope they do utilize him somehow, some way, in some sort of wildcat or something. You know, I hope they do. I don't know that they will. I can't say for certain, but to me, I guess it just goes to show that, you know, he loves being a Gamecock more than he wants to play QB. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but that's the truth. Travis Lee says Dak will be remembered as Kinlaw and Izzy will be forgotten. I mean, that's, you know, I think Dak certainly will be remembered for a very, you know, he'll be a Gamecock that people remember for sure. Anyways, Rebecca says you can't stop laughing over the DGD nickname. Nickname him the pain in the ass. I mean, DGD, you're a dog fan. You come into a Gamecock stream, you just, man, you kind of get what you sign up for, man. Gamecocks can be ruthless. Andrew the textbook says, I feel so bad for Dak because he's talented and has great potential, but he was so misused by Champ. Yeah, no, I mean, dude, his talent was, and that's what I told you guys that, you know, I don't want to see the same thing happen to Luke Doty. You know what I mean? Just don't want to see the same things happen to Luke Doty. You know, if he's not going to be quarterback, that's totally fine. But, you know, the guy's got a skill set. He's got a skill set. He's got speed. He can help us. He can help us somehow. Find a way. Find a way he can help us. Travis Lee says, Dollar General Dog. Dollar General Dog. Oh, no. Oh, no. DGD's feeling it now. DGD is feeling it now. And what's bad, DGD comes in peace. He doesn't even talk shit. Let's see. I will tell you this, man. Do I like Georgia? Absolutely not. But I tell you, if you've never been to Athens, my goodness, it is a time son. It's a time. And I tell you this on that note, this is off the sports side of things. But when you're talking like best college towns and most favorite, most fun college towns, I should say, to go to, and you think of a place like Athens, and dude, Athens is just, it's nuts, dude. It's incredible. It's so much fun. It is such a damn shame what has happened to the bar scene in Columbia. Like, bro, 5 Points, it practically just shouldn't even exist anymore. Like, 5 Points is such a shell of what it used to be. You know, I made some old Make 5 Points Great Again merch back in the day. I'm about to fire that back up because, I mean, and I'm not saying like, but like when you're ranking college towns, like it just makes us look bad. Like 5 Points is just nothing. It's just nothing now. You know? It's a shame. It's really a shame. I mean, I love the Vista. Got a lot of love for the Vista and Cola, right? But when you're ranking the college towns, not having 5 Points any more than what you got, it's a tough scene. It's a tough team. Make 5 Points great again. Truly, make 5 Points great again. Return it to its former glory. Bring back Moosehead. Bring back Poho. Bring back Kildares. Let's try to get 5 Points back. Make 5 Points great again. Truly. Guys, again, want to continue to hear from you. 843-790-3377. Gamecocks playing tonight at 7 o'clock. Series against Kentucky will begin. 7 o'clock. Here's an interesting. Big Game Boomer has released 2022 season tiers for the 2022 college football season. He's got the Gamecocks in tier 3. Other teams in tier 3 are Clemson, Michigan, Notre Dame, Tennessee, and Texas A&M. That feels a little bold. Feels a little bold. I like Big Game Boomer. I think what he does, obviously, is it's a lot of fun to follow and all that good stuff. But some of his, and I know he loves South Carolina, but some of his lists, I'm just like, dude, I mean, like, you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, some of the lists are just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know how to feel about it. I was like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Oh my God. James Kendall says Creature Comforts Brewery in Athens, one of the best. Yeah, so yeah, James, our buddy James is John Moosehead's been gone for a while, my guy. Moosehead's been gone since it got shut down January of 2021, I want to say. Or yeah, 2021, or was it 2019? Dude, it's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been quite a while, my guy. So the only places in 5 Points, John, at this point are Jake's, obviously. Cotton Gin's open, Rooftop, Pinch. I will say, shout out to Pinch. They're a dope spot. Shout out to Pinch. I know the folks that own it. Great people. Village Idiot. Outside of that, I guess Saloon's still open, maybe. I don't know. It just feels like, though, 5 Points is not, it's not the glory that it once was. I don't know. Either way, guys, hey, we're going to jump into our final break of the day, but I want to continue to hear from you. More of your questions, comments, calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Final 15 minutes or so here on the Daily Crow. Taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Let's see. Get back to your comments. Colton Carnell says, man, I was there in 14 and 5 points. Was jumping almost 24/7. Forgot about Pat. Yeah, so Breakers, by the way, John, I saw your comment. Breakers is still around. I've never been a huge Breakers guy. I don't know. And that's not like a slight on Breakers. Like, I don't dislike it. I've never, when I was going out in 5 points, because obviously, I can't even tell you the last time I went out in 5 points. But when I was, I don't know, my crew just didn't go there. I don't know. I just never was a Breakers guy. I never was. Just wasn't. So. Never was a Breakers guy. I don't know, man. Anyways, Rebecca says, Georgia can kiss my ass. Somebody's kissing Rebecca's ass today. It's just a tale as old as time. Somebody is kissing Rebecca's ass. Is anybody going to be at Founders this weekend? If you are, we'd love to see you out there. Love to chat, talk some ball, talk some shop, all that good stuff. I will be at the Final Four home games. I believe that is the plan. Guys, I'll keep it a buck. I'll be totally honest with you. If South Carolina somehow loses tonight and tomorrow, I cannot guarantee you. I can't listen. I cannot say. I must be transparent. I cannot say without a doubt that I won't be like poolside or on the water somewhere. I got a buddy of mine that's been talking about having a pool day or going floating down the river. And I'll be totally honest with you. We lose Friday and Saturday. I'll pull it up on my phone. I mean, I can't promise you that I won't say, you know what? I'm going to go sit poolside and watch it on the old TV. Can't tell you I'm not going to do that. So we'll see. Hopefully that's not the case. But what's bad about it, too, we're at the point in the season where I know you guys will be like, Chris, you should just go do that anyways. Like you don't even need an excuse. Just go do that anyways. So weather should be good for us this weekend, by the way. I think the rain should hold off. And let's just not ruin, but let's make Phil. Let's make Phil cringe. Let's make Phil cringe. So we got high of 78 today. Tomorrow, 83. Sunday, 87. So actually a really comfy weekend in the city. This is the weather next week in Cola. No rain all throughout the week. Highs of 91, 89, 93, 95, and 95. So we're finally getting into pool season, like hot weather. I, for one, am ecstatic about it. We got a text here. What's up, Chris? I was going to wait closer to football to talk about this, but I'm over baseball, so what the hell? Last year, the excitement was around Kevin Harris and the run game. I donated $1 for every rushing yard in the opener to the Spurs Up show. This year, the excitement's around Rattler in the passing game, so I'll be donating $1 for every passing yard in the opener against Georgia State. Appreciate you in the content. My friend, thank you. That's incredible. That's incredible. Seriously, I appreciate you. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. Tanner, that's Tanner that texted. Tanner, thank you. That's wild. Dude, I really appreciate that. I really, really do appreciate that. Sincerely. Eric Sullivan says, unless you're in Maryland, it was in the 40s a couple of days ago. Is that where you are, Eric? Gravy says, I'll tell you what, I'm sitting poolside tomorrow, regardless, just the way it is. I mean, the beer ball koozies need love. Indeed. Yeah, and Travie, we're getting the rest of your order fulfilled. I do apologize for the delay, my guy. I do apologize for that. That should be getting shipped out today, by the way. So, yeah, I don't know how people do it, like being up in like a place like Maryland or dude, like when it's summer, I want it to be hot. I'm a beach guy, lake, body of water, pool. Like I love the hot weather. Love the hot weather. You know what I mean? In the sense of like the summer. Like when it's summer, I want it to be summer. You know what I mean? When it's summer, I want it to be summer. So, but I mean, it looks like we're not getting anything below like 87 for the next like 2 weeks, 10 days. So, like I said, pool content on the way, folks. Pool content on the way. Pool content on the way. Eric Sullivan said, I can ride in 90 degrees up here with no AC and the windows down. Yeah, I'm sure the the humidity obviously is like nowhere near like down here. Donnie Cunningham says, when it's baseball season, I want it to be baseball season. Yeah, no, hey, Donnie. Good point. Good point. Like, I don't want to be talking football in June. As crazy as that might sound to some, like, I don't want to be. I want to be talking about, oh, what regional we going to? Oh, who we hosting? Who's coming to Columbia for the regional? To not be doing that, it sucks, man. Like, it's unfortunate, man. It's just so unfortunate. It's just so unfortunate. So. Let's see. Guys, less than 10 minutes to go. Check out the podcast, by the way, to drop this morning, episode 648, a full breakdown, preview, prediction, all that good stuff on the Kentucky series. Gamecocks taking on the Cats. Tonight at 7. Excuse me. Wow. Tonight at 7, tomorrow at noon, and Sunday at 1:30. Friday, Sunday on SEC Network Plus. Tomorrow's game on the big channel, SEC Network. By the way, Eric, was great to see you, my man, at the spring game. Ran into a bunch of Gamecock legends. Eric was hanging out with Asim Penny. Corey Bridges, right? I forgot the entire crew you were with. Yeah, Corey Bridges was with you as well. Yep. Had a good time. Had a really good time. It was awesome. It was really, really awesome. Big Game Boomer has put out his college football playoff prediction. Bama, Ohio State, Utah, and NC State. NC State in the playoff. Are they really that good this year? Is NC State like really for real like that? Are they nice like that this year? What am I missing about NC State? Like what am I missing? You know? Monty Means was with you too, Eric. That's right. Monty Means, yeah. Bunch of legends. Appreciate the love, Eric. It was cool seeing y'all at the spring game. That was awesome. That was a great day. Great day, great weekend. Had a great time. Again, guys, podcast dropped this morning, 6:48. Check it out. Thank you all again for another successful week. I mean, truly, with the podcast, the Daily Crow, the merch, everything else, I really do appreciate it, guys. We got exciting things happening on the back end, growth, expansion, things happening outside of TSUS, of course, within TSUS. it's truly a blessing, man. I just can't say thank you all enough, man. I'm very fortunate and grateful to be able to wake up every single day and do what I love to do and pursue my passions and dreams and fuel those things. And yeah, it's just it's a blast, man. I mean, it's something I will certainly never take for granted. Really, really, truly. So thank you all. Thank you all, man. Rebecca is literally calling. Hey, pain in the ass. She's literally calling DGD pain in the ass. Rebecca, let's play nice. DGD has been a valuable member of the Daily Crow in regards to commenting and all that good stuff. DGD has been very respectful for a Georgia fan. Truly has been respectful. So let's not be too hard on him. We can pick on him for sure for being a dog. I respect his bravery, to be honest with you. Tune in
Call
this show. Let's
from-
jump to the phone lines.
Rebecca.
To accept, press.
Rebecca, what's up? How are you?
Hey,
What's going on?
yeah, nothing much.
Well, you got about two and a
I
half.
think he deserves that nickname.
Okay. Why?
Because we got you as a top king. And then we got Robbie Davis as king. And then we got me as queen. So now we got DGD is pain in the ass.
You know who is so thrilled that you called in, Rebecca? John, my good buddy John. He's been kind of busy. So he's missed some of your calls over the last few weeks. I think this is probably the first time he's heard from you in quite a while. So
he's got a special nickname. This DGD
okay.
his name is pain in the ass.
Okay. Well, we'll call DGD pain in the ass. We'll call John Mr. Dingleberry. We're going to call him that. We'll give John a special nickname.
What, John Rice?
Yeah, John Rice, yeah.
I don't have any problems with him.
No, John's a good egg. John's a good egg. He's a good dude.
And guinea pigs are going off.
You got guinea pigs as a pet. Is that your only pet, or you got more pets?
I got 3 cats, a dog, and 2 guinea pigs. Oh. Congratulations, DGD. That's your new nickname.
And DGD, I'm sure, will wear it with pride.
Yep. Now we gotta get one for Coach Ford. I ain't seen him.
Coach Ford ain't been here in a while.
Yeah, but I didn't have no problem with Coach Ford though. See, DGD, he don't know what the hell he got into. because he's a Georgia fan. And what gets me is, why in the hell would a Georgia fan want to be on the South Carolina Gamecocks page? You get what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
know. I don't know, Rebecca. I think DGD just appreciates the content and loves good banter. Loves good banter. So, Rebecca, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. It's the weekend. We've hit 2:00, but I appreciate you calling in sincerely. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll certainly talk next week for sure.
All right. Well, I thought I just made that clear so everybody understands.
I got you. No, we understand. DGD's a pain in the ass.
Right?
Right.
All right, I'll let you go, and y'all have a good weekend down there in South Carolina.
We will, Rebecca. I appreciate you. We'll talk soon.
All right, bye.
Thanks so much. Good stuff. Always a pleasure to hear from Rebecca. Guys, hey, that's going to do it for us. I appreciate you all tuning in again. Thank you all so much again for the love and support, man, for this entire week, from the podcast, the Daily Crow, all the content, the merchandise, everything we do, man. Truly, sincerely, guys, I appreciate your love and support. It means the absolute world. That being said, going to have a fun weekend at the yard. Y'all be safe. Have a good time. Enjoy the nice weather, and, we'll do it all again next week. So, again, appreciate you all tuning in. I'm Chris Phillips, your host of the Daily Crow, the Spurs Up Show. Go Cox. Beat Kentucky. Let's do the damn thing. Y'all have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday.